Have you ever wondered why one of the wives of a Chinese emperor became known as the goddess of war? Her name was Fu Hao, and although she was one of 60 wives of Emperor Wu Ding of the Shang dynasty, she rose to become the first female general in Chinese history. At a time when women were expected to remain silent in the palace, Fu Hao shocked the court by asking her husband to send her to the battlefield. To many, the request seemed insane, but Wu Ding respected the will of the spirits, and surprisingly, they gave their blessing. Fu Hao was allowed to command troops, something unheard of in ancient China. Months later, she returned not as a consort, but as a victor. She had led her forces to triumph and informed the emperor of her success. From that moment on, Fu Hao could no longer be dismissed as just another wife. Wu Ding granted her control over a portion of the army, marking the beginning of her legendary career. But threats to the Shang Empire never ceased. Rivals constantly looked for ways to tear away pieces of the kingdom. During one invasion, Wu Ding led his soldiers into a direct assault at night, but Fu Hao chose a different path. She quietly took command of her division and circled behind the enemy. While her husband's army fought head-on, Fu Hao's forces emerged from the shadows and crushed the enemy from behind. This was the first recorded use of ambush tactics in Chinese warfare. Her brilliance did not end there. On another occasion, when the Shang dynasty faced simultaneous attacks from multiple fronts, Fu Hao once again defied convention. Instead of simply sending her limited troops to assist Wu Ding, she marched to the prisons. There, she gathered convicts and promised them freedom if they fought for her. With these recruits, she commanded a force of over 133,000 warriors, an astonishing number for the time. The ferocity of her army terrified the enemy. Facing relentless assault, the invaders broke and fled. Thanks to Fu Hao, the Shang Empire was preserved, and its civilization continued to flourish. Her victories were so decisive that many began to believe she had been sent by the heavens to protect the dynasty. Fu Hao's story is not only one of strategy and power, but also of symbolism. She proved that women were capable of leadership, of commanding respect, and of shaping history in ways no one expected. By the time she passed away at only 30 years old, Fu Hao had already cemented her place as a legend. Her tomb, discovered centuries later, revealed treasures, weapons, and oracle bones that confirmed her role as a general. To the people of her time, she was the goddess of war. To us today, she remains a timeless symbol of courage, intelligence, and the unshakable will to fight for one's people.